Back to another adventure. This time I'm in the German town of Lindau on the border with Austria and Switzerland. This was taken in 2024.
Oh, yes, sir.
I'd left my friend Sebastian's wedding in France and I had taken the train all the way through Switzerland and wound up to meet my friend Sabine here in Lindau. And you can see the inside of one of the churches. This was the Protestant church. It's a free city in the Holy Roman Empire for nearly 500 years. Lindau is very prosperous and has a lot of great medieval architecture around.
It's really funny.
Yes, I think he's holding the.
It's like the coat of arms, maybe, or something.
Yes, coat of arms, probably of the house owner.
One of the best things I saw in Lindau was this building up ahead, the Old Town Hall, or Altes Rathaus as it's known in German.
Have you seen this before, Sabina? No.
I've been here when it was like small.
Yeah.
No memory.
It's just, it must have taken such a long time to. It's like covered.
Okay, the last two are nice, the short ones.
Yeah.
Take your time with when you get like a tip,
Okay.
but be quick doing it.
Okay.
And the last one is getting a tip after having done something. That's too late.
And that there was a fire.
And then I saw like the fire
Oh no.
truck and the ambulance, and I was like, okay, wherever they are going, there it is. And then I came back and I was like, okay.
Now there's one important thing I haven't told you about this medieval town so far, and that is that most of it is on an island. Up ahead you've got the main train station on the island, and we're about to see Lake Constance, or the Bodensee as it's known in Germany. This massive lake sits on the border between Austria, Switzerland and southern Germany.
That's wow. Such cool colours. I wonder what it was. This tower. Maybe it was lighthouse. Lichtenstein.
No.
The building was actually the Mang term, and at one point it was a lighthouse, but it also was part of the city's fortifications.
He was called his surname was Chapman. That's why it's the Chapman stick.
After that little musical interlude, we headed down along the seawall to see the famous Bavarian lion, which looks out over the harbour.
They don't have like dictionary. Ah, yes.
How do you say seagull in German?
Möwe.
Möwe.
Möwe. Yeah, I just because one is sitting on top of the lion.
head of the lion, yeah.
That's so good.
From here, we've got a great view out over the Bodensee, and also on the other side, back across to the historic town. This is part of the main high street through the centre of town here.
We can walk up a bit and have a look at the. This was built in the 16th.
Well, hopefully that's given you a good idea of what Lindau's like as a town. It's a really lovely place, lots of history, great to visit and spend an afternoon wandering around in. We're just going to stop off by the Catholic church before we go, which has some incredible interiors. But as they say, it's back. So we're now heading in the car down the Autobahn, and Sabina really likes to get a foot down, so we're going quite fast. There's no speed limits.
You're fine, but you're the one driving. You can stop the car at any point and get out, but they're trapped.
After an hour or so's drive, we stopped off at the Abbey of Oxenhausen to steady my nerves. This is an enormous Baroque monastery, just literally in the middle of a tiny village in southern Germany, and the scale is incredible. I think some of the holes in the ceiling up there were to store messenger pigeons that would fly in and out to deliver messages across the Abbey's lands. There was a very lovely Baroque chapel over here, but we couldn't take films inside because it was banned. Back on the road again, and this time we're heading to Castle Lichtenstein, a small castle which has nothing to do with the country of Liechtenstein, but instead was built by the King of Württemberg in the 19th century on top of a ruined medieval castle after he read a romantic novel set in Germany's medieval past. It's really incredible to think that all of this is less than 200 years old. I mean, I thought I'd seen something impressive when I saw these battlements, but the real wonder is when you get inside, and here you can see all the way down the valley, and you have this keep almost suspended on the edge of a cliff, towering above the landscape of Württemberg, exactly like something out of a fantasy novel.
I always think they're so cool. It's like when I was a kid, this would have been like, you know, like science fiction, like the robot that goes around and cuts the grass for you.
Yes, but they are not smart.
Sabina was clearly less impressed with the grass Roomba than I was. I believe this was a monument to the poet and the author who wrote the novel that inspired the king to build the castle. And if you are going to have a memorial for yourself, I could hardly think of a better place. But after having a look around the inside of the castle, which was fantastic, but you're not allowed to film inside, we came out here to the ruins of the original medieval castle. There's not very much of it left. We then headed back and, after spotting a cat in the grass, made our way to the local restaurant where we had some specials from Baden-Wuttemburg. We stopped off on the way back to check that Sabina's great auntie's vegetable garden was okay, and also to have a look at some rugs, which I subsequently purchased. And after that, we headed to the cathedral city of Ulm.
Yeah, is that because the other one's being repaired or something? Or...
No.
Just they haven't built anything as big.
Yes. And it may change what I've heard when the Sagrada Familia in Barcelona is finished.
Oh, okay.
But until then.
Yeah.
And the Sagrada Familia still needs to be
Consecrated.
yes. So until then.
Yes, this is the Cathedral Ulm Minster, and as you probably guessed, is the largest cathedral in the world. At 162 metres, it's just over half the height of the Shard, which is currently the tallest building in London and Western Europe. It's absolutely enormous, and you have to see it to believe just how big it is. This shot of Ulm Minster includes my time in the city and in Lindau and Baden-Wuttemburg. Thank you very much, Sabina, for showing me around your wonderful country, and I'll put up some more videos of the rest of my travels in Germany shortly. Thanks for watching.